Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So to make up for so many weeks of not doing Anime Wednesdays, I'm giving you two in one day. I bet you're so happy about that. And the reason for that is I had the opportunity to watch Demon Slayer Mugen Train, the new movie in the Demon Slayer series. And man, was that a great movie. I was so impressed with this. I mean, my expectations were pretty high, I'd admit, because I did love the full season of the show. But this surpassed it. It was so fucking good. It was such a good movie. It was beautifully animated. Like I saw like the trees and stuff in the train itself. I felt like I was watching like a live action film. It was so well lit. Everything was so well done. It was awesome. The music was great. The characters were great. The plot was awesome. It's just a good old fun time. Um, so let's get into the plot. So after like season one finale kind of recaps that a bit. Well, Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, and Inosuke they build this train to assist Rengoku. And Rengoku, by the way, fucking badass. He's great. And Rengoku has a mission to hunt down a demon that's killed a bunch of demon slayers. And soon after they board, they're like enchanted into this deep sleep, like kind of like Inception, I guess. All that episode of Doctor Who with the Dream Crabs last Christmas with Peter Capaldi. That it reminded me a lot of that episode, which was one of my favorite episodes, by the way. Um, and like they have these like children uh, to enter the demon slayer's dreams to destroy the spiritual cores so they can't wake up again. And that way and we would let them have a nice peaceful sleep, which is very fucked up. Like these children are insomniacs. One of them, I think they said he has like bronchitis or something. What is it called? I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. I don't know. Really crazy. And I think this is a great present. I think this is a great premise for a film. Um, I like how this movie was. It was canon. It wasn't just kind of like a side movie. While I do enjoy the My Hero Academia side movies, but this one just felt so connected to the full season. It's just right where they picked up. It's great. I loved it. Um, it's just like season one, this movie, season two. So you definitely had to watch this movie. So I liked seeing the different dreams that each of the main characters have. That's like the ideal world. And well, Tanjiro, of course, is being with his family, and they're like alive and happy, and they're having a good old time. And Zenitsu is being a simp for Nezuko, like his dream is her loving him. I'm not a big fan of Zenitsu. He had some cool moments in this movie, though. I will admit that. And Inosuke, he is just a boy. It's kind of weird. Well, it was weird, kind of funny. The audience enjoyed it. They were like his foil minions. I wasn't a big, kind of made me uncomfortable. Uh, I don't know, but and then um, Rengoku, his dream was like just being with his dad and his brother, which honestly was kind of different from the other ones because it didn't really seem like he was that happy in it. Because his dad was like disappointed in him no matter what. Like it felt like more of a flashback to establish his character than it did for like what his deepest desire would be. So that felt a little out of place, but I did like it because, like I said, we get to find out more about his character, so that's good. Um, and Tanjiro somehow realizes that he's dreaming, because he kind of gets flashbacks of like uh, Nezuko like in the box and stuff, and he starts to realize this isn't reality, and he has to wake up from it. Kind of, like Clara from Doctor Who did when she realized that Danny Pink was dead. If anybody watches Doctor Who, um, and while he's doing that, like Nezuko realizes she has to like wake them up, to, like the uses her fire powers to sever the ropes to wake them up, and Tanjiro realizes that he has to kill himself to wake himself up, and he does this like 50 times. So that's kind of graphic. Um, and they start attacking Tanjiro, and Tanjiro knocks them out like the little children. I kind of like how Tanjiro's spiritual core is just like this big puffy clouds and stuff. It's interesting. It's like that just kind of shows the purity of his soul. I like how it's different for each person. That was really cool. So Nezuko's awakening the others, and Tanjiro gets to the top of the train and confronts Enmu, and they have this like really cool battle, like really well animated battle. It was so cool. And Tanjiro like starts killing him, but Enmu doesn't die because he fused his head with the train. He becomes the train. He possesses the train. It's so fucking cool. Like it's like Polo Express if it was rated R. By the way, this is like the first animated movie I've seen in theaters that's rated R. I didn't even I don't know what else there would be that I've actually seen. Like maybe Cowboy Bebop the movie. Like most animated movies aren't rated R, so that was kind of cool. Um, so yeah, basically he fused himself with the train, which is pretty freaky, really well animated. The show's good at being creepy, and Kirojuro kind of tells Inosuke and Tanjiro to look for Imu's neck because his neck is hidden somewhere inside the train, while he and Nezuko and Zenitsu stay behind to protect the other passengers. So Tanjiro and Inosuke are looking for the neck, but Tanjiro keeps falling asleep because he keeps seeing his eyes, and when he sees Imu's eyes, then he falls asleep. But he has to keep remembering to keep killing himself inside his dream. Man, this concept is so good. It's such a good concept. And he basically has to do that over and over again. But Inosuke is not affected by this because he has this big bale head on or whatever that is. So he can't fall asleep, I guess through the mask, and he's not really looking directly at it. Apparently, I'm not really sure how that works, but basically Tanjiro finds Emu's neck in the engine room, and him and Inosuke chop it up and kill it, and he stops the train. And it was good because none of the passengers died, which was kind of Tanjiro's plan all along. It was such a good battle scene. I loved it. I like the twist of him being the train. I love them looking for it. I like him falling asleep, killing himself. It's such a cool plot. Like it takes things from different movies I've seen, like Doctor Who or um, Doctor Who: The Polar Express, but like I don't know, it just has this cool feel about it. It was a really enjoyable movie. And, that's when I think the movie is going to be over and they're just going to move on, end credits, see you in season two. But nope, there was like this whole other scene at the end of the movie. So yeah, just when you think the movie's over, Azaka, who's like one of the head of the demons, he appears and starts attacking the demon slayers. So when Goku fights him and he's like fatally wounded, and he almost cuts his neck, but he's so close. And Azaka has to flee because the sun's rising. And Tanjiro's like, you coward! How dare you run away? You're fighting one of the best fighters in the fighting town, and you think you're such a powerful demon, but you can't even stand out in the sun, you bitch. And he throws a sword at him, and he's kind of like, well, you know what? You're a coward for running away. So I think Rengoku won this fight, and Rengoku is really proud of Tanjiro, but he was mortally wounded and he dies, and it's very sad. And like I think they kind of played the sadness up a little too far because like everybody's crying, like not only the main three characters, but like the fucking crows crying, all the people the crow tells, they're all crying. It's a big old cry fest. Uh, I don't know. I think they played it up a little too much for it to be taken seriously. But I did like Rengoku, so I myself, like everybody else in the movie theater, was quite saddened by this. And yeah, I don't know. It just kind of ends the movie on a sad note, while Tanjiro and the others feel sad about him dying, and kind of the closing shot of Tanjiro crying. It just kind of cements this movie as kind of a sad ending, even though they did save all the people on the train and nobody dies. So yeah, that's the movie. I gotta admit, I've been waiting a long time for this. Season 1 of Demon Slayer finished its Toonami run on May 2020, so I have been waiting 11 months for this movie to come out, and I loved it. I loved it so much. It was great. I saw the English version because I prefer watching my anime in English so I could understand it, just so I could focus more on the animation. Don't dub shame me because I don't give a fuck. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. It was just a lively theater because I could tell everybody else was looking forward to this for a long time too. Some people wore costumes, like a lot of people came in groups, but nobody I know watches Demon Slayer, so I just kind of came alone. I didn't mind, but it was just a fun experience. The crowd was so lively, even though it was at half capacity because of some virus. I forgot what it was called. Kind of prevented people from going, so it was half capacity, but it was full out, full to half capacity. Like everybody was there. It was just a big event. It kind of reminded me of when the second My Hero Academia movie came out and everybody showed up for that opening weekend. It was so much fun. Um, I guess that's I don't know. I guess that's why I like seeing anime movies in the movie theater because there's just such a lively crowd, like this unique energy you don't really experience anywhere else. Because I don't know. I guess anime fans nobody really talks about anime in public usually, but when something happens, they'll creep out from the shadows. Like you could be old people, young people, men, women. Like I saw so many different demographics seeing this movie. I was like, wow, I didn't even know that like 60-year-olds knew what anime was. Like, how do they even know how Hulu works? Honestly, but yeah, I don't know. Everybody loved it. It was a great movie. It was cool seeing it in theaters because you got to see the crisp, smooth animation with the excellent music. Just a great time. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the Demon Slayer movie? Are you excited for season 2 as I am? I definitely am. I don't know if you can be more excited than me. And I will see you guys next time.